Miller, and I'm here to say there are some things that are so egregious that tact and diplomacy must be put aside in order to ensure that the truth is acknowledged. Although many of the religious leaders in the Northside community who have been noted by the community do not send their children to Northside schools have come out in support of the superintendent, we, the community of Northside, feel that they have been willing to overlook or condone what the Northside community has been hearing. We, the Northside community, feels that we are owed the truth as to whether or not our community schools were used as a bargaining tool in payment for the alleged child that was produced by an alleged affair that the superintendent had. We have duly noted that shortly after the birth of the alleged child, the proposed boundary change, which affects the majority of the schools in our community, were made. While our community ministers may support
Miss Miller, I have asked you several times. We have a Miss Miller, I'm trying to speak to you, Miss Miller, as the chair of the board. Miss Miller, I'm trying to speak to you as the chair of the board. We do have rules of diplomacy and civility here, and I have asked that no one refer to specific individuals and that we have a civil discourse. And I am asking that you refrain from any comments that would mention specific individuals and that we have a civil discourse here this evening. So if you are unable to do so during your comments, we will have you removed.
Okay, well...
But I am making that your verbal warning.
We feel we're owed an explanation. We're having our schools disrupted, destroyed, and we feel we're owed an explanation. Tonight, you're going to be discussing Andrew Jackson, the possibility of turning that school around. The community has already spoken and said we do not want this to happen. But for some reason, you disregard us. And we want to know why. Are we being used? Have we been used? We think we deserve an answer. We think that's the least you all can give us if you're going to vote on our schools when the community has already come together and stated exactly what we do not want. We feel you owe us. Those are our children. Those are our schools. And we feel that we're deserving of an answer. Yes, it does. Excuse me, I can walk on my own. All right? Why don't you go back to your seat?
Thank you, Ms. Miller.